I harvested with a happy hand. Ivy, sing ovie. I harvested with a happy hand, and a bunch of green holly and ivy.
October gets its name from the old Latin word meaning 8.
8? I thought October was the 10th month.
Well, old-timer, we've added 2 months since those days, but 8th or 10th, then and now, October is the month of harvests. My father left me an acre of land.
Ivy, sing ovie.
My father left me an acre of land,
And a bunch of green holly and ivy.
I planted it with a peppercorn.
Ivy, sing ovie.
I watered it with a cricket's tear.
And a bunch of green holly and ivy.
I harvested with a happy hand.
Ivy, sing ovie.
I harvested with a happy hand.
And a bunch of green holly and ivy. And a bunch of green holly and ivy.
In October, America's farmers are out in the fields, bringing in the fall harvest.
Not always, Sonny. In 1781, American farmers were standing at attention at Yorktown, while British General Cornwallis was surrendering to General Washington.
Cornwallis led a country dance, the like was never seen, sir. He danced with General Washington, he danced with General Greene, sir. Said he, my English troops are worn, they cannot dance much longer. The Yankees dance from night to morn and wake up even stronger. October 17th, the day to Yorktown he did dance, sir. He met the Yankees on the way, they gave him not a chance, sir. So Cornwallis thought it best to leave the dancing floor, sir. 8,000 men sat down to rest, that's how he lost the war, sir. And so, the new American Army saved the Revolution.
Don't forget the Navy, Sonny.
Of course not, old-timer. October 27th, we set aside a day especially for the Navy.
A Yankee ship and a Yankee crew. Doo-dah, doo-dah. A Yankee mate and a captain too. All the doo-dah day. Ho, boys, ho! A-sailing we will go. We'll sail away from New York Bay to the banks of the Sacramento. From Mobile Bay to Tripoli, doo-dah, doo-dah, Manila to the Coral Sea, all the doo-dah day. Ho, boys, ho, a-sailing we will go. We'll sail away from New York Bay to the banks of the Sacramento, to the banks of the Sacramento. I harvested with a happy hand. Ivy, sing ovie. I harvested with a happy hand, and a bunch of green holly and ivy.
The October harvest is carried all through the land, by wagon and plane, by truck and train.
By barge too, Sonny. That's why on October 27th, 1825, we opened the Erie Canal from the Hudson River at Albany to the Great Lakes at Buffalo.
I got a mule and her name is Sal.
15 years on the Erie Canal.
She is a good old partner and a grand old gal.
15 years on the Erie Canal.
We've hauled some barges in our day, loaded up with lumber, coal and hay, and she knows every inch of the way from Albany to to Buffalo.
Low bridge, everybody down. Low bridge, for we're coming to a town. You will always know your neighbor, you'll always know your pal, if you ever navigated on the Erie Canal.
East or west, on the canal or on the farm, when the harvest is in and the moon is yellow, it's time for Halloween songs and Halloween stories. There was an old woman all skin and bone. She walked through the forest all alone. For the night it was dark and the trees were bare. The old lady looked to see who was there. Well, the frightened old lady was a-looking around, when all of a sudden she heard a sound.
Boo! It takes more than a Halloween story to frighten me, Sonny.
Of course it does, old-timer. And our last October song is for another fearless man, one who lived back in 1492.
Well, if you mean Christopher Columbus, he was a really fearless man.
In 1492, 3 ships of Spain set sail, and Admiral Columbus was a-standing by the rail.
Says he, the world is round, oh, America he found, oh. He knew no dread, sail on, he said, brave Christopher Columbo.
The winds did howl, the seas did growl, the ocean waves did roar. The 12th day of October, though, they reached the western shore.
Says he, the world is round, oh, America he found, oh. He knew no dread, sail on, he said, brave Christopher Columbo.
Since the days of Columbus to this very minute, October has always been the month of harvests.
I harvested with a happy hand, and a bunch of green holly and ivy.